welcome to our top 20 video game music show chosen by you. This week will be a lot of Smooth McGroove. He's on there a few times. This is my personal choice. Oath to Order from Majora's Mask, my favorite all-time version of the song. This is one of my favorite songs ever, but this version I think really nails the weight and the drama of it. This week's show is produced by Cyflan, Rudi, Chris, Claudio, and Steve. Thanks for the picks, guys, and girls, and everything in between. Let's do it. Our first pick is a Cyflan pick. So you guessed it, it has something to do with Touhou. This is Bad Apple. It's a multi-language cover released on the Happy European Day of Languages, I guess. The orchestral version, the YouTube creator is avlonskt. There's an umlaut over the O. Somebody bought a drum pack. Look like Elon Musk smoking some weed. No Chinese? Cool. Hey, I think that was a really great start. Especially because I think one of the best things about the show and you guys is that we have representation from all over the world. And yeah, the pronunciation to me sounded pretty good. I mean, he did the Hungarian very well and the English very well. That's a fantastic start. You know, when I first saw the Cyflan Touhou track, I was like, oh my god, here we go. What's this going to be? Probably a lot of metal and... Tattoo stuff is always so, like, frantic. Oh, you ready to critique the Arabic if it came up? I'm so surprised there is Hungarian and not, Mandarin, Cantonese, or Arabic. Yeah, he did a great job. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it's European Dave languages. And Japanese. Oh, there's Portuguese, Rudi. They say about Portuguese people, they don't notice things right away. And on that racist note, our next selection is from Rudi. Chrono Trigger, Wind Scene 600 AD. This is a bass cover. Au Naturel bass capella from Ghaladen. Man, that's really nicely done. When the idea of having just bass seems like it could be really hard to pull off, right? I mean, the basses can be hard to not make sound very muddy, and to have nice variety. But I think that this arrangement and his playing and the tone that he gets, I think works pretty well. There's lots of space to hear everything going on, and I think it really works for like a very mournful, melancholic tune. Oh, my favorite chord change is coming up soon. I'm such a sucker for when they go one note up. I can't wait to hear it again. Yeah. I was expecting that too, Chris. Like it was going to break into like a sort of a... Oh, yeah. Into like a sort of a chrono cross. Sort of galloping along, but this was beautiful. He also has a version on here with where I guess he like gets all the Super Nintendo effects onto his bass, which is like a neat gimmick. But I think that the one before has a lot more originality because it's something that never really heard before, especially with this song. Meow, 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 meow. I think this song would sound good with cats. Meow, 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 meow. Or maybe chickens. Bark, 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 bark. This next one's chosen by Chris. It is Maybe I'm a Lion from Final Fantasy VIII. Performed by Enrico, deiana. I love those halftime bell hits that are played just a little bit behind the beat. It sounds so heavy. Is there smoke on the water? This is nice. I like that there's some organs in here. There's heavy metal drums. The drums to me sound really sequenced, but I think they work pretty well. I mean, at least the bell works fantastic. But yeah, let's talk about why metal is often used as for video game covers. For one thing, I think that there's a lot of crossover between metal and video games, because metal is kind of like can be a geeky, nerdy thing. There's a lot of varieties of metal. I'm speaking generally, of course, but a lot of metal is usually guys with, they're intelligent guys, and I think they like to interact with their media. Metal is can be hard to get into. Video games can be sort of hard to get into, and it's all about being intricate. Also, guitar is an instrument that you can play an entire song on. So piano and guitar. If you're a violin player, you can cover video game stuff, but it's a lot harder for you to fill in everything else, all the chords. Whereas if you can play guitar, you can fake your way through bass, and whether it's acoustic or electric guitar. So I think you can fill in a lot more. And I think a lot of video game songs, especially the classics, were very like rock and fusion derived, and were very intricate, and were also very difficult to play. So a lot of metal guitarists are used to playing a lot of notes really quickly and very difficult stuff. Personally, I play guitar as more of as a strummer. I'm a rhythm guitar player. I use it so that I can sing. So I probably I wouldn't be able to easily cover video game songs that are instrumental. It'd be very tough for me. So you need somebody that's kick-ass at playing lead guitar and intricate stuff. And metal, if you can play metal solos, you can probably play just about anything. So same way you see a lot of like classical guitarists that do fingerstyle stuff, they can do video game stuff. Yeah, and I think metal just lends it to it because, like Cyflan's saying, it's so intense. I personally don't like a lot of the metal covers and the hard rock ones because I find that they sap the soul and the feeling out of it, and it's just like too much fuzz. But this is really tastefully done. I think even Uematsu would be proud of something like this. Our next track chosen by Claudio. This is Metal Knight's Revenge, played by the 8-bit Big Band. It says featuring Button Smasher. And apparently this arrangement was nominated for a 2022 Grammy Award in the category Best Arrangement, Instrumental, Rock Band. Awesome. Yeah, it's really fun. It's got, it's kind of like proggy and sort of complex, a lot of interesting beats. I don't know if this is sort of their take on it, like a bit more of a complex arrangement. I'm not familiar enough with Meta Knight's Revenge. I wouldn't be surprised. But like Chris is saying, you could isolate any individual voice in it and it just sound great. I mean, this looks like they've got some of the best players. People that can just rattle off, well, these kind of solos. And also just like very, very intricate, very, very tight stuff that they're sight reading. Like I'm sure they practice a little bit, but... it's pretty jazz nerdy. This to me sounds like an arrangement. I don't know if you ever watch videos of people when they're in like a jazz university or something, and they have to do a performance. They always do stuff like this because they like really want to feature everybody, and it's a lot of like, how can we make it complicated, But it's a very fun complication, which is a nice thing about funk and jazz fusion, especially Japanese jazz fusion. They don't forget to make it interesting. It's still fun for the listener. Ooh. Here's a track that constantly makes appearances on our top 20 list. This is To Zanarkand, covered by the superstar Taylor Davis. Yeah, you were absolutely right about listening to the repeat. And I agree with you, Rudi. It is quite simple for an Uematsu song. It's just so yearning the way he sets up this melody that sounds so fragile. There's like so much weight on it. To me, it's so perfect for the story, Final Fantasy X, Yuna, Tidus, because there's like a simple purity to it with just the violin, a simple violin melody, and the piano, but you can feel a really sad weight on top of melancholy that is going through, that Yuna's carrying with her, and that Tidus is going to have. And also the way it seems so fleeting, in the way that Tidus just kind of appears, huge moments happen, and then He just drifts away, and there's like nothing in the song that kind of grounds you. Everything feels like it could float away at any point. Violin is one of those instruments that you'll often see where Nintendo will have a soundtrack, or they'll have a score, and they'll do a lot of MIDI instruments to save money. Because their games are so cheap? No, that's not right. Games are quite expensive. So I don't know where they're spending all their money. I think Nintendo obviously has a huge gambling problem. Perhaps drugs. I mean, Miyamoto seems pretty whacked out on something. So Nintendo supporting Miyamoto's intense drug habit. They need to cut costs. But what they will do is they'll bring in a live player, like a violin player, the lead player, because there's something live players can do that sequenced violin can't, and it's so much more feeling. You hear it a lot on like, what's his name, Masashi Hamazu, although he works for Square, so I'm sure they're like, yeah, how big of an orchestra do you want? I mean, it's going to take us 10 years to make this game, so we got plenty of time to record 100 tracks. I love Miyamoto. Our next track chosen by Cyflan, Battle on the Big Bridge from Final Fantasy V by TA Music. Hold on to your butts. Yeah, very, an incredibly difficult track, I would imagine. I've never played the violin, but it's the opening bit that sounds insane. I think what would be so fun is that he probably had to do so many takes to nail that opening track. And then once you've nailed that, the rest is just going to be pretty fun. Not this part. This. That is a hell of an arpeggio. Our next track is also from the Final Fantasy family, but it's Mystic Quest. This is Battle 1. This is interesting. It's a Genesis cover. So taking a Nintendo track, it was Mystic Quest from the Game Boy or the NES, and then playing it with the Sega Genesis FM chip. This is from Chiptuned Raijin YouTube channel. A smaller YouTube channel. 3.99 thousand subscribers, so maybe if you really like this, you can get them up to 4,000. Chosen by Rudi. Nice. This is my kind of metal. Yeah, that does sound a lot better on a Sega Genesis chip. I mean, keep in mind this is a lot more modern, and they've had the advantage of using delays and stuff. But when you just want to have rockin' drums, bass, guitar, synth, the Sega Genesis can do that. Yeah! This is awesome! Composed by Ryuji Sasai and Yasuhiro Kawakami. Oh, that's so cool. So simple, so good. I love it. Our next track is selected by Chris. Are you a RuneScape fan? Then call your one friend and get ready. This is Still Night, old school RuneScape remade by Ludi. Oh, our smallest YouTube channel yet. This has 1.54 thousand subscribers. 0.54 thousand. Plus one. Thousand. Yeah, it blows me away that this person's playing ability, the video production, the sound production, the beautiful fish, the fact that they're doing video game covers. I don't understand why They're less than 2,000. But I was looking at, if like you look at this guy compared to say the Super Mercado Brothers, or not the Super Guitar Brothers. There's only one idea in video game naming. It's name yourself after a Nintendo game that you grew up with. Maybe it's like a charisma thing, you know? You look at a lot of the other popular people and they're like very kind of animated and they're like, oh. They're either very serious or very kind of like goofy. He's just in the middle, not really being anything. But he seems like a nice guy, like I'd hang out with him. But there's not that like, I don't know, there's not that star power that jumps out at you, you know? Or like Cyflan saying, a channel can be hard to find on YouTube if it's not trending. I mean, I obviously have no idea how to make videos or channels popular. You found them on Reddit. Enthusiasm? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you look like me, I'm not a very enthusiastic guy too. I feel a kinship to this guy, so... Play some more Undertale? Yeah. I feel like anytime I've gotten a rush of new people, it's always been from games I didn't really like and people I didn't really like. So I'm just so spoiled by hanging out with a small crowd that when it's not that, it's sort of off-putting. Yeah, that's it, man. That's why. I ran away. I'm self-sabotaging. YouTube is a mysterious beast. But yeah, like I was comparing this. I remember because I found them. Because that's like I found the Super Guitar Brothers because I was looking up a ton of Super Mario World Castle themes. And they had a good one. But they kind of look like guys I'd want to sit down and hang out with. There's something going on underneath. I kind of feel like there's just this guy has no expression. But the music is so good. And there's a unicorn transparently running around. Oh, there's transparent RuneScape this whole time. He's like got such a like amazing version. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's the is RuneScape kind of a niche? I don't know. Our next one is chosen by Claudio from Heroes 3 of Might and Magic. This is battle music played by the Heroes Orchestra. What the hell? Got their own orchestra. Ooh. Yeah. Give it to me now. Pretty nice. You know, like I say, it's so rare to hear a good djembe. Usually it's a circle of stoned idiots with dreadlocks. Not Jamaicans, like dumb white people with dreadlocks and djembes. Just wailing away. Looks like a pretty talented group. I would guess they look like they're from Iceland or something. Don't they look kind of Nordic? They're all they look like their own shape. They look like gamers, too. A lot of passion there. That's very good. Perfect guess. Interesting. Heroes games are very popular in Eastern and Northern Europe. They love their heroes. Kim Kardashian games are popular here. All right, this next one is chosen by Steve. It's from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Giratina and the Distortion World. Performed by Braxton Burks. No, I had to double check that this actually was from Pokemon. So the first 2 minutes are... Distortion World theme. And then the battle theme. Alright. Wow. Oh my god. That's very impressive. Yeah, it does have a horror vibe. What the hell is this? Like, where did this come from? Why was this made? It's so different from the original, but it's so well done. Giratina is a devil Pokemon? Okay. But I mean, who's this Braxton Burks? Why did they make this? Oh, this is terrifying. Whoa. What's this? Bandicam footage? And what looks like some kind of a spreadsheet? That's right, it's a Cyflan pick. This is Stage 1, Journey to Silius. World. Actually, you wanted the other one, didn't you? You wanted Bumble. Here we go. Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the boo to the boo to the boo boo. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boo to the boo to the boo. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the.
Sounds pretty much the same.
To the bump to the bass. Bump to the boom to the bump. Bump to the bump to the.
This one has more fuzz. Well, I don't know what you say about that. Well, thank you, Buck Bumble, for a wonderful palate cleanser. As we go to Gingertails, Alina Gingertail, a YouTube superstar. This is from, well, I'll let the music do the talking. Chosen by Rudi. Here we go. Oh my God. The way that part goes into the second section just drives me wild. Oh my god. I love the flute on top of it. So, I could be talking out of my ass or out of my kilt-covered ass. But are these a lot of Celtic instruments? I love that they're all acoustic. They're all human powered. You know, you gotta blow, like even her keyboard, you gotta blow into it to make it work. Yeah, I guess there's the banjo, but some of the other stuff looks very sort of Celtic to me. The nice thing about it is it's all like old-timey, handmade things that are being played and produced by human power and like strings and physics and stuff. What a beautiful cover of a great song. Really nice balance of everything. I love this song. I love the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack so much. So much. Even though it's like quite a small soundtrack for a Final Fantasy game. But what's on there is fucking wonderful. Yeah! We're on to a Chris pick from Sonic 3. This is Big Arms, the final boss theme. A traditional Japanese version performed by Hyuman. Right on cue. Oh! Wow, that's kick-ass. Did I tell the story about Ink of the Dragon and getting to witness the sort of, I don't know what you'd call them, micro racisms that he encounters in a day, and how he was always telling me, because he looks Chinese, but he was born in Canada. And the samurai shot really reminded me of it. So he's always telling me how people can be racist, and me, being a white guy, I go, wow, what are you talking about? And I was hanging out with him for an evening, and we go to play some music. I'm hosting an open mic and a jam. So he plays something, we play something, it's going good, yeah, it's great. This table of young, they look sort of like Asian Canadian kids, invite him over. And they go, oh, we just, we were playing a game. And he goes, oh yeah, what's that? Because usually people just go, that was great. But they say, we're playing a game. We're trying to guess, what kind of Asian are you? My friend guessed Indonesian, and my friend guessed Vietnamese. And I was like, oh, that's a bit odd. And he tells them, like, he's like, oh, the interesting thing in this game is you all lose. And then he walked away. And then we were playing with this guy from Tibet. And he was, I forget what instrument he was playing, but he's this guy that comes in maybe every couple years and he just rocks the house with strange covers. And I was playing bass, and Ink of the Dragon was playing guitar, and there's drums, and we're blowing the roof off. It was great. And then when we finished, the Tibetan guy looks at Ink and goes, you know, we're like shaking hands like, oh, good job, good job, good job. We're still on the stage. And the Tibetan guy looks at Ink and goes, where are you from? And Ink goes, Canada. He's like, no, your face. goes, yeah, all right. So then and also people always call him David Suzuki, even though David Suzuki is about 50 years older than Ink of the Dragon. It's like they remember what David Suzuki looked like in 1980 or something. Then we went to a 7-Eleven to get some late night food. And Ink's like, oh man, just these people are so annoying. And the guy working there jumps up behind us and goes, Hiya! I like your hair, man. You look like a samurai. And because Ink had long hair and a ponytail. And Ink has had enough of this evening. And he looks at the guy and he goes, where do you think I'm from? And the guy goes, well, from your accent, I'd say Korean. But your face, pretty Japanese. And Ink goes, well, you're wrong. I'm actually from Africa. And the guy goes, cool. I'm from South Africa. Where are you from? And Ink goes, North Africa. And they sort of walk away. And Ink tells him before they walk away, he says, you know what you should do? I want you to read a book. Could be a book about anything. Could be a book about books. And when you're done, you'll be a little less ignorant than you're being to me right now. And the guy's at first thinks like, yeah, we're talking about books. And then slowly realizes, oh, he's making fun of me. So the guy goes back and works and is like sweeping the floor. And then he comes back and like, you know what? I wasn't trying to be racist. And so on it goes. And I thought, wow, that's just one night. Imagine that for your whole life. Hiya! This next one chosen by Claudio. It's the Nightwalker Linnes theme performed by the Consouls, spelt S-O-U-L. Woo! Does anybody know what type of Latin rhythm that is? I don't think it's a bossa. Is it? It's not like a salsa. Is it a merengue? Maybe like a really fast tango? Or maybe just like a Latin fusion. Pretty amazing. Yeah, I would call it a lounge jazz. I mean, he's doing sort of like salsa chords on the piano, like the chord changes. I mean, now we're in this sort of halftime thing, so I think it's just a fusion of a lot of different shit. I don't know how close it is to the actual original theme. They put in the title jazz cover, so I'm assuming they're taking a lot of liberties and changing the arrangement. That back brick wall and the part on the left looks so cool, and then they just have this ugly shower curtain. See, the bass to me sounds like salsa, and the piano now sounds like salsa. I don't know. I think it's just jazz taking a bunch of different pieces. Back-to-back stunners. This next one chosen by Boss Steve. This is Bloody Tears, version by Tetsuya Fuzuki. There's a really funny part later on when they show like the guitar player, and off to the right, I think you can see down the hallway, and there's just some storage and stuff. It's so funny. Great playing, great arrangement. They're going for this sort of like desaturated, very cool temperatured vampire goth look. I love the blue lighting, and the wallpaper fits really well, and their costumes and stuff. But all I can think of is that I'm just imagining the camera person going being like, wow. And then there's always this weird hallway that's got this bit of a mirror, and then this that's cool. Like, get rid of the fucking mirror. This looks like storage. And then have this thing, because that looks like stained glass. Yeah, and bring in a fat guy that's eating a banana. We've got another big banger coming up. This is from Mega Man 3, Snake Man theme. This is by the String Player Gamer. Now, this is interesting because we were talking earlier about that guy who only had 1,500 subs but played everything so well. And we thought, is it a charisma thing? Is it an enthusiasm thing? I wonder if it's just like playing style, because this guy doesn't do much for the camera, but he has such a cool look and a mystery and like a charisma, and he's an excellent player and does fantastic arrangements. So let's have a look at String Player Gamer, chosen by Cyflan. Ooh, man, that is pounding me in the ass hard. I mean, Mega Man music is so bloody good, but this is a great arrangement. I love that violin leading the way. You know, you got your distorted guitars and everything. The electric violin. It's just like arranged and mixed so well and played so well. And bravo, man, with the shades. He looks like he should be in...
SPG here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're enjoying the music and want to support my channel, check out my Patreon page by clicking the orange Patreon button and get awesome rewards like early access
Is he
to
Filipino?
videos, behind the scenes,
I thought he was Japanese.
MP3 of my latest cover, and even music tutorials. Thank you very much
Am
for
I the
your
racist?
never-ending support.
4 more to go. This pick is from Rudi and Xenogears, the one who bears fangs at God. And on the official top 20 list, this is the first appearance of McGroove Da Smooth. Man, Smooth is... Yeah, Smooth McGroove, he's so good. Again, you know, he looks like a fun guy to hang out with. You like kind of being in his space, sort of warm and friendly, and he's got the cat. And he's got such nice vocal tones. And he has a lot of fun with his songs, but they're also impressive technically. You know, the technical ability is there, and it's pleasing to listen to. He just like checks all the boxes, and he covers such a nice variety and puts so much passion into it. I used to listen to him all the time when I was writing a lot of articles, because I wanted to hear video game music with no lyrics, but his arrangements are just so like warm, you know, compared to sometimes video game music can be a little bit cold to listen to for hours on end, especially older tracks, you know, like NES tracks. The Great Smooth McGroove. Our next piece, selected by Chris. Trouble Brewing from Dynamite Heady. This is Secret Bonus Point. I don't actually understand who is doing this, but it's some kind of like 90s, 2000s remix? I don't know. Here we go. No, not 90s. More modern than that. Wash your butthole. Whoa. Yeah, when I think of remix, I think this. I think putting on like as much EDM bass and drums as you can. Oh, this is when you know it's a Chris pick. When you got these drums. Oh, it's really faithful to the original track? No shit. Yeah. This is when you give kids a lot of sugar and you put the song on and you let them, and then you put them in those balls that can bounce off each other and just let them smash around for an hour. Really weird. Really tucker them out. That's a great remix. Well, now I gotta hear the original. Trouble Brewing. Dynamite, Eddie. I want to hear the original. How do you do that? I don't know how to do that. I don't know. We got another Smooth McGroove track chosen by Claudio. This is Willie, Stage 3. Acapella. Archipelagio. Yeah, this is definitely not the one I was thinking. I even wrote down in my notes that it was Wily Stage 2, but nope. Wily Stage 3, Mega Man 3. Nice to hear something new. Claudio's a hip musician guy, so he shows us covers from hip jazz fusion guys and songs from Mega Man 3. You were probably thinking of the other one. Claudio wasn't. He's really cool. That like opening pedal and the tension and like the first transition. Good lord. Yeah, it does fit his style really well. The percussion. Him kind of just voicing the NES chip is perfect. The last pick in our top 20, chosen by Steve. This is from Golden Sun, the battle theme by Family Jewels. There you go. I like being able to see into a 2013 teenager's room. That sounds weird, but just like the hair and the posters on the wall and like the band, Avenged Sevenfold, the jeans. It's all like a time machine, you know. It's all a time capsule. Then he's got a classical guitar. I like when there's a lot of crossover, I think, because to play like killer classical guitar and metal, we were talking about this earlier, it takes a lot of the same skill. This one's pretty good in terms of like rock and metal, just crazy distortion. The drums are programmed so well, bass sounds so great. Well, that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube, if it got uploaded, thanks. If you want to be part of the fun, join our Discord. If the link doesn't work in the YouTube description, leave a fucking comment, and I'll personally deliver you one on your comment. Oh yeah, this kid came to life with Green Day. No, he's a bit older. So, yeah, maybe American Idiot was big for him. 2013... He looks, what, like 14 or 16 there? Maybe 18? It's impossible to tell how old this kid is. Looks like he just, maybe like, I don't know. He could be in his 20s. It's hard, like, when you look at his face. Okay, that guy could be like 25. But he decorated his room when he was 14. Because he has a lot of skill, too. That'd be pretty hard for a 14-year-old to do that. He's not a teen? 19? Pretty impressive. It's just not easy, all this stuff that he's doing. How old are you, family jewels? Well, he probably has been decorating his room forever. Oh, is this him now? One day ago. Oh, look. Now he lives in a house. Or a basement. Holy shit. Look at this fucker. This is amazing. Yellow. Oh yeah, if you're watching YouTube, thanks.